Intuitive Podcast. This podcast is dedicated to helping you connect and understand your intuition and your energy. My name is Mimi. I'm an intuitive coach and a naturotherapist. Today's topic is embracing your intuition. Now, I know that for many of you out there, it was easy to embrace your intuition. It was also easy to recognize it, to tap into it, and to work with it. But for some people out there, it hasn't been that easy to tap into it and to recognize it. This may be due to beliefs, limiting beliefs that prevents them or scares them from tapping into it. And if that's the fact, I strongly invite you to explore those beliefs and to see how they serve you. I strongly believe that we are all born intuitive, just as we're all born intelligent. Our intelligence had to be nurtured, had to be taken care of. We had to invest time and energy in order to develop it. And it's the same for our intuition. We need to take the time to nourish it and to invest energy into it in order for it to become more natural. It doesn't mean that only a few of us on earth are intuitive. It simply means that some of us out there are actually taking the time to recognize it when it manifests itself. We're taking the time to tap into it. I often define developing your intuition as when a baby is born. The minute that child is born, the baby's born, we don't presume that that child will stand up on the delivery table and start running around the room, because that would be totally irrational. We know that that baby at first will be spending lots of time sleeping, and then eventually he'll learn or she'll learn how to lift its head, how to roll over, how to crawl, how to walk, and eventually run. When you develop your intuition, it's the same thing. You have to take it step by step. Not because this morning you woke up with the idea that, oh, today I'm intuitive, I can tap into my intuition, I can get information, mean that you'll get it. But the fun thing about intuition is that even if you don't invest a lot of time into it, you are able to recognize sometimes that it manifested itself, in the sense that you may be at home thinking, Julie will be calling any minute, or God, I'm thinking about Julie, I wonder why, I should give her a call. And then the phone rings and you get up and you go to the phone and you answer and you realize it's your friend. You were just thinking about her. Intuition also manifests itself with feelings, and it could also manifest itself through vision, in the sense that you'll get an image of something, of a scene, of an object, or something like that. In order to embrace your intuition, you have to learn to disconnect from whatever is rational. Intuition isn't about thinking or analyzing or rationalizing. It's about feeling. So basically, you need to get out of your head and get into your heart. Now, I know that a lot of people say, I've tried this, it's not working. Well, the key with working with your intuition is simplicity. The more complex you make it, the more difficult you make it, the more challenging you make it, the more difficult it's going to be for you to tap into your intuition. I often share with people around me that there's a simple technique that you could start with, and I'm actually going to share it with you today. Now, the first thing you need to know is that, like I said, you need to get out of your head and get into your heart. Intuition normally manifests itself within 5 seconds, in the sense that, let's say you ask yourself, your intuitive self, a question. The first 5 seconds means that your brain didn't have the time to rationalize the information. It didn't have time to determine if yes or no this was probable or not. So let's do an exercise together, a quick exercise. So I invite you to close your eyes. Put your hand on your heart and breathe. Breathe in slowly through your nose and exhale deeply through your nose. Allow your body to calm itself and recognize the beat of your heart. Breathe in slowly and exhale deeply. Once more, inhale slowly, exhale deeply. While maintaining your position and keeping your eyes closed, ask yourself a question that you know the answer to. I want you to ask yourself a question that you know will be answered by a no. So these will be yes or no questions, okay? So just become aware of the feeling it gives you when you let your intuition flow through. So how does the no feel to you? So breathe in, and I can ask, am I a man? And exhale slowly. Notice that feeling. Now let's try another one. We'll do another yes or no question. And we could ask a question such as, am I married? You know the answer. Breathe in. Now the first answer that comes up within 5 seconds, that's your intuition whispering to you. The next question you could ask is, do I have brothers and sisters? Now these are things that you know rationally, but your intuition is answering with your heart. Now remember, the first 5 seconds following the question is your intuition answering you. You could try something more complex. You could ask, is tomorrow going to be a sunny day? And allow your intuition to talk to you. You could keep an intuitive journal and write down your answers after. This will help you recognize just how truthful your intuition can be. Now, the minute you start thinking, analyzing, or rationalizing the answers that are coming up is the minute that you're no longer in your heart, that you're no longer channeling your intuition. What you're channeling is your intellect. You could also ask questions about other people around you and allow the answer to come through. You could play this game for a while. You could ask questions repeatedly. I always suggest that you take the time to breathe in slowly and exhale deeply while you're asking the questions. And as soon as you're done exhaling, you should have your answer. Or it may take a few more seconds, but the minute you're done asking the questions, within 5 seconds, your intuition will whisper to you. Now it's up to you to recognize the whispers. It's up to you to do the exercise too in order to make it easier for you to channel your intuition. You'll notice as you practice, your intuition will become stronger and stronger. You'll become more confident in it, in yourself, and in your ability to tap into your intuition. When you're done this exercise, while your eyes are closed, and your hands on your chest, you simply say, thank you, intuitive self. Thank you to yourself. Thank you to your loving heart for guiding you in this process. And then you can return to your activities. Like I said, I strongly suggest that you create yourself an intuitive journal in which you could write down the answers to the questions you've asked during this brief pause, and check and see just how many correct answers you got. Now, until next time, I wish you a wonderful week filled with many, many blessings and wonderful surprises. If you have any questions for me, you're more than welcome to write to me. And if you have any comments, same thing, just write to me. I'll be happy to answer you. Love and light.